All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another enthralling installment of the Sunflower Power Half Hour. Um, Thank you. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm still down one finger here. I got my stitches are out, so that's great, but still going to be trying to do the whole three-finger guitar thing. So I decided to go with a nice ballads, make it a little easier on myself. So this is a Tom Waits tune, and it is called what is it called? Picture in a Frame. That's what it's called. All right, here we go. The sun come up, it was blue and gold. The sun come up, it was blue and gold. The sun come up, it was blue and gold. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, well, I come calling in my Sunday best. I come calling in my Sunday best. I come calling in my Sunday best. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, I'm gonna love you until the wheels fall off. Oh, yeah. I love you, baby, and I always will. I love you, baby, and I always will. I love you, baby, and I always will. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. Woo! Picture in a frame. All right, y'all. So now I'm gonna introduce my guest for the evening. Very stoked. I've been hearing a lot of her music on her Facebook page. She's been doing some live streams and she's on SoundCloud and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna bring on, if I can figure out the buttons, which I never seem to be able to do, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cat Story.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really psyched to have you.
Yeah, I'm super touched that you thought of me to pop in. So I really like that Tom Waits song, and you did it really well. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That I agree.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I was trying to like figure out like I always seem to with these things like kind of figure it out sort of last minute. So I was like 10 minutes before I was like trying to finish up writing this song and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working. I think I remember how to play this. And then I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna send Kat the link and like make sure everything's working. And then like my code wasn't coming through. So it's like anyway. So thank you. That makes me feel better about being
Yeah.
like, I didn't even remember the name of the song. So yeah, so thanks for joining me, and I've and like I said, I've really dug everything that I've heard of you, that you've kind of done videos on there. And so like I had somebody cancel earlier in the week, and then I was like, wait, like I know somebody that'd be pretty rocking here. So
Well,
glad
thank.
it all worked out. The universe had it all,
Yeah,
made it
and
all work smooth.
my day off, so it worked out very well.
Wow, snap.
Yeah, and I have some new music to share with you, so I feel like
Okay.
good time. So
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Cool. Well, what do you want to start with?
well, I have my recent favorite. It's not the last song that I wrote, but it's the second to last song that I've written. So
Yeah.
finished it, I guess like 3 weeks ago, I would say. So I've just been kind of like messing around on it lately, and I like it. So it's called
Cool.
Fate.
It's called what? Sorry.
Fate.
Fate. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm stoked to hear it. Take it away.
Take a little swig of my water here.
For sure. Yeah, that always helps.
Okay. Holding space for something to grow, not forcing the waiting, just patient and whole. Do your worst, well, I'm okay. Hoping, expecting no scratch that fade. Predispositions got me all over that feeling that something's not going my way. Why even bother when I can just breathe? Open to something belonging to me. What would I say if you saw my innards? What would I say? Would it be over my dead body, or have I begun to expose already? Missing my friends while I stare at the sun, thinking in code as I'm holding my tongue. Fish for the thoughts that remain on the line. I'm holding for more, I'm just taking my time. Remind me the words when I'm at such a loss, to soften the blow with a memory I've already caught. Not worth my pain or the discomfort. That's in that place. Just be still, don't make your mind on fate. Try my best to take my mind off things. Just be still, don't make your mind on things. Try my best to take my mind off things. Just be still, don't make your mind on things. Try my best to take my mind off things. Ooh. dum da da dum da dum. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. Wow, you said you just wrote that in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Dang, man. That's like one of my favorites I've heard you do. Like that's yes, like I love that. What's that refrain at the end? What was it? Was it just be still take what was it?
It's just be still, don't bank your mind on fate. So like
Awesome.
don't rely on like what you think is gonna happen or what you feel like is meant to be.
Yeah. It's amazing. No, I loved it. Like it's just like it's so cool. Like because it seems like that was like maybe the thematic start of the tune too, was something like that too, right? Something about like kind of what were the first couple lines in there? I know it's always hard out of context. So.
Yeah, space for something to grow, not forcing or waiting, just patient and whole. So it's like a lot of, yeah, the theme I feel like of that song is just kind of like not expecting and just sort of like living in the moment, and instead of like relying on what you feel like, I'm big on intuition, so I'm like, oh, my intuition is telling me that this is perfect, and sometimes it's just not how that works.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So
hey, true, man. Yeah, there's like some deep stuff going on there. Like, well, no, no, for real. I'm always really impressed when songwriters can do stuff where there's like really deep stuff, but it's also very simple and like, what I mean, like it's very like catchy and melodic and like really nice, but it's also like, yeah, I mean, like everything you're just saying is like, I don't know, it's also like, wow, there's some deep truth in that too. Like it's, I don't know, it's cool. I'm just
thank
excited. That's I'll stop now, but yeah,
no,
but
that like it's nice to be able to perform a song like that and then have someone kind of ask like what the thought process was behind it, because I feel like, so I there's actually an event I'm attending, a virtual event in a couple days with a nonprofit organization called What It's Like Project, and they talk about mental health and art and how like the two coincide, and that was actually a song that I'm going to be featuring on that. I'm just going to be performing it for the opening, and I'm really excited to talk about that in terms of mental health, because you asked about just like the premise of the song, but with that event we'll kind of go more into like how that actually relates to my mental health, and how other people can relate to that sort of. So it's nice to be inquired about the meaning behind the song, because it really does like have a lot of meaning to me.
sure, yeah, no, that's awesome, and you can tell because it's very like heartfelt. I mean, yeah, like I think I don't know. Sometimes I think that, I mean, everybody likes to think that they can see through like BS, but I mean, I like to think that it's like usually I can tell when somebody's like playing something that's like, whoa, they've like lived that, whether it's their song or somebody else's, versus somebody who's like, okay, they might fake it well, but like they don't, like, but they you can just kind of tell sometimes. But yeah, but that's so that's super cool. Super cool.
Thank you. um So I'll play a couple more songs, but this next one is the latest song that I have written. It's called Head Invasion, and this is kind of the other side of the mental health aspect, where it's like it's not all recognizing the beauty in everything all the time. There's some mess in there too. So that's all about. So. My thoughts unfold. Where do I stand? No stopping, dropping roll. Always turning new heads. Moments withheld. Well, that's alright. No ghostly thoughts or anxious breath taking over me this time. What's the reason for the haste? I can't go on without mistakes. Let's start testing my patience. An ounce of faith just need enough. Am I just bored? Do I process my loss? All I see is residual mourning hanging over me like fog. Just let it flow. It's about time I talk. No more crashing and burning, feeling hopeless and lost. What's the reason for the haze? I can't go on without mistakes. Start testing all my patience. An ounce of faith just ain't enough. For desires, head invasion, sustained bodies, head invasion, ripple seas, head invasion, for desires, head invasion. Investigation, I'm feeding. Destination, you've seen it. Steady pain, I'm in my head. Feeding, investigation, I'm feeding. Destination, you've seen it. Steady pain, I'm in my head again. That one ends rather abruptly.
Yeah, no, it's cool. That got like kind of went an unexpected, like almost like punk rock sort of vibe at the end. Dun, dun. It was like, yeah, man. Like I wasn't expecting it. That last like maybe third of the song, like it was like it went some cool directions. That was
Thank
nice.
you. I'm excited to like add that one to kind of a full band, and then I imagine just like everybody kind of like getting crazy, and then it just like ends.
Totally, yeah, it definitely has that vibe of like it's cool to hear that song like played by one person on an acoustic guitar, but being able to like easily imagine it being played by a full band, like you know, what I mean, like to me that's like a sign of a good song. Sometimes is where it's like I don't know, like it sounds like it's already like oh yeah, it like writes itself. The rest of it, like it's just it's already there, you know. So it's
Right.
cool. Do you?
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
the
so
last. So I've been having fun with that one, like kind of learning it, because I don't know if you
sure.
resonate. Like when you write a song, you have a certain thing in mind, but then it's like you still kind of have to learn it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like the whole like what is that? There's like a Bob Dylan lyric. I'll know my song well before I start singing. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you gotta like learn it as you go, and then it's like, oh man, who wrote this thing? You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly.
so then so you mentioned like like you know that would you say like you imagined like doing that with a full band. Do you have something like that like in the works, or do you mostly do like solo, or do you do band or
So I've been doing solo basically like ever since I started playing guitar. So I picked up guitar when I was in high school to impress a girl. I mean, why else does anyone do it, right?
yeah sure
Um, so I've been playing and singing since I was in high school. I started on trumpet earlier when I was in like when I was 10 or 11, and then I've ever since then I've kind of vaguely collaborated with a couple people at a time, but never really did anything of real substance. But right now I've been working with this fella William Phillips. I think you know him. Um,
oh yeah from Spaces, yeah totally, yeah, oh cool.
I covered one of his songs called A Memory a Day, and that one was really fun. And we've been like jamming together. He's got a little space at his house, which I've got all acoustic guitars. So I've kind of set myself up for solo work, right? But he kind of has the the jam experience, and I've had more opportunity to jam with other musicians lately, so that's been fun. So maybe kind of in the works, I'm writing music more catered towards group, mentality, but not anything like of real substance yet, so we'll see.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm excited to see what takes shape. That's awesome. I didn't know you were working with him. Yeah, I used to play with Spaces a lot back in the day when I played with Bourgeois Mystics. We were good friends with them. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. That's quite a collaboration, a meeting
I
meeting
know.
of the minds right there. I'm excited.
Very good songwriter. So I've been, like I said, I covered his A Memory a Day. So that was a lot of fun to like learn that song. And it's also cool to learn a song from a musician that, especially if you haven't collaborated very much, learning from a musician who wrote the song.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, totally feel that because it's like that's something that I think is like so interesting, like when you're like friends with people and then like cover their songs and learn, I don't know, from them, because they also like, yeah, their personality and it like helps you evolve a little bit too, of
Yeah.
like get inside their head a little bit more and be like, oh man, like I don't know, it's really cool. Like you think about all the classic like songwriters that have done that. They've just covered their friends' songs, and like that's, when you build like an actual like scene, with
Yeah. And you can
people. So.
look up the chords and lyrics to songs all day long on the internet, but it's like when you're talking to the source, it's like, it's
Yeah. Yeah, no, for real, for real. Yeah. So, man, that's really cool. Man, I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be dope.
things.
Yeah.
So would you like me to play one more song or two more songs? What kind of time frame are you?
Yeah. I mean, it's up. I don't know what we're at here, 8:23. So, but just, yeah, take it away if you want to do one or two more or whatever works for you.
Cool. I'll start with one and then see if I'm feeling one more after that. We'll see what
Sweet.
happens.
That sounds like a plan.
Actually, I feel like this would be an appropriate time. Do you want to hear what I learned for quarantine? It's what I call the crazy French song. So
Yes. Absolument.
this was basically like the first project. Like once we went into quarantine, I was like, okay, I'm going to be at home for a few weeks at least. So let me just learn this thing that's going to take up a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very smart. Yeah, I think we all had that early on. Like, all right, what am I gonna do? So,
So
sweet.
written on accordion by Gus Vissier. It's called Indifference. And Andre Minviel added words to it, however long after that it was written. I'm not sure. But then a really cool collaborative project called the Par Malconi, I think, project. They did a really gorgeous cover of this. So there's a few different versions out there that you can find that are like all extremely different and all really cool.
Sweet.
And this is one of the covers of it. So
Yeah. All right.
Si vous l'avez d'ici, la vie à l'art d'ici-bas, de pas importe les pommes, mais pour d'essayer, on va laisser quoi bien. Par les sonades, ça s'en va sur les temps de temps. Et fallait nous les donner, c'est fait que c'était le c'est bon, c'est jaune de bleu. Et si c'était ça la vie, et ça ne l'avait pas dit, les big books aussi, fallait devant, les vents du là. Allez, dis-moi donc, d'ici, avec que c'était pas passé. Sotto un accordion, ci colli, passi la cena, te pote colli, si adesso ci siete mettete, te colli, fisse con mamma in una tica sì. Che se non è pigiama della se la mese che pili, mette tica pili, pili, la sapete di casa, non ho rotto preso. Sotto un accordion, ci colli, passi la cena, te pote colli, si adesso ci siete mettete, te colli, fisse con mamma in una tica sì. Che se non è pigiama della se la mese che pili, mette tica pili, pili, la sapete di casa, non ho rotto preso. Si veut du bas de la vie c'est pas de la vie. Bah là c'est cela que tu te fais passer, non passer les baisers. Passer l'enfant, te beauté déjà. Gentil, sans les mains de faire ce quand tu t'étais fait ton corps. Si c'était ton mange, bah si c'était ton mange. Mais c'est des vies de fou, les gars d'avant, les vents du là. Allez, dis-nous, dis-moi donc, d'ici, avec que ça t'a pas passé. Si l'oubli dispare durante la noche, tu dai Comme désir ambitieux, ça serait mon monde plus belle. Te domina sauvace la causa una della vita. Tempo che pare, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, on a never seen a cup of tea together. And God is stop it, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, te cracka, te cracka, te cracka, on a never seen a cup of tea. Tempo che pare, te cracca, te cracca, te cracca, te cracka, te cracka, te cracka, on a never seen a cup of tea together. And God is stop it, te cracca, te cracca, te cracka, te cracka, te cracka, te cracka, on a never seen a cup of tea. Silentitas disparate un gacce tombe comme désir ambitieux ça sera un moment libère tout terminar sauvace la causa come bella vita. Si tu ne fais ta vie et tu ne vis ça se vit, t'as les seuls qui va faire quand elle passe avec bien. Pas de cela, ça s'envolait sous les temps de temps. Il faut les nuits de se faire que c'était des secondes de vue. Et si c'est tout ça la vie, son adoré parler. Et puis que beaucoup c'est parler devant les bons filles là. Allez, dis-moi ton avis d'ici, avec cette voix.
Damn. C'est très impressive. That was that's insane. Like to be able to like do something that fast, like in English alone, like I was already like, huh. I can see why that would be a song that you would need to possibly sink a lot of time into. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, all right, quarantine, thank you. I can finally do this.
If I'm being honest with you, as I was learning that song, because on YouTube it has the like slow down feature, you know, where you can like, slow down the video.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest, I've tracked down a video on YouTube of that song that was like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And I slowed it down to, I think it was like 25% or 0.25 times. Is that 25%?
Yeah.
That's 25%.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
It's like a quarter speed. And
yeah.
that's the song at, because that was the lowest speed that it could go.
Yeah.
French. So that was new territory for me.
Damn, yeah, no, that's incredible. Well, hey, I mean, that's like real like commitment. So like you were saying that is like oh, like to be honest, like you know, like as if it wasn't impressive, but that just impresses me more, you know, because it's like it takes like it, you know, because that's what it really takes, you know, to like be like really like masterful at something, you know, is like it takes like all right, slow it way down, take forever, but like get it right. Don't just like rush it and like BS it. And so that it's like because like you know, conceivably, like I'm guessing, like in Austin and stuff, it's not like you have like a huge French population that's going to be like, hey, she's not saying that right. So it's like you could kind of just make up whatever, but to actually like break it down and like get it right and like get those like rhythms at that pace is like that's what it takes. So like, good on you.
That song taught me a fucking lot, especially because hilariously enough, that was the first song I'd ever really like successfully played a diminished chord, and I was like, wow, there it is. But I played it really quickly. It's like faster than I ever would have anticipated. So just little things, and of course, you know, aside the fact that I was speaking a language that I don't speak and singing really quickly and like up and down, that it taught me a lot about like vocals and guitar. So I'm really grateful that I actually took the time to learn that song because it's helped me a lot, you know. Everything else is easy in comparison.
Yeah. Hey, right? I mean, for real, like that's no, for real. Like like things like that I find like they kind of pay dividends, you know what I mean? It's like, man, I just sunk so much time into learning this song. Why did I do that? But then it's like, oh wow. Then like you see that chord come up again in other songs and you're like, oh, now I already know it. Or like, oh, I don't know. It just helps you improve, you know, in the long run. You know, think about that long game, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do have one more song to play for you if you'd like.
Great. Yeah, I would love to hear it.
Cool. So yeah, I played for you the second to last song that I wrote and the most recent song that I wrote. And this one is one of my more preferred songs. I wrote this one while I was in Virginia, and I think I was kind of having like a existential crisis now that I look back on it. But at the time, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna write a song and get my feelings out. And ever since then, I've been trying to understand what this song means. So this has really been like a, stop and think about it for myself kind of thing. So this one is called Disarray.
Disarray. Sweet.
Did you tell my mother about my problem? Holding sleep so close to my heart, feeling their stares on my back. A breast will comfort, salty wounds, humming the days away. Like a 10-day dream. Did you feel the rift in my thoughts when I tried to tell you the truth? Holding my breath so close to asking what you meant by your dramatic scenes. Would you go after me? Dizzy with nightmares scattered within shrouds, littered with accidents, testing my temperament. You've been awfully quiet, a streamline of thoughts that can bring you back to me, back to me, back to me. That was Disarray.
Yeah, man, that's a powerful one.
Thanks.
Yeah. Dang. Well, thank you so much, Kat, for sharing some time and some music and everything. And I love everything you do. And people can check out your music on, let's see, you're on Instagram, you're on SoundCloud, any other platforms right now?
I have one single on Spotify and Apple Music. That is obviously going to grow in the future, but right now, if you're looking for like, go listen to my music right now, it's SoundCloud. It's just Cat Story at SoundCloud.
Sweet. Very
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing and hearing more of what you're doing and hearing the collaboration with William. That's going to be really cool. Very excited. It's like two awesome, powers coming
For
together. So
sure.
it'll be
Yeah, thank you
cool.
so much. I really appreciate you having me on. Like this is a lot of fun, and I don't get a lot of opportunity to perform much with COVID. I've been like really
Right.
home, so nice. Thank you so
For
much.
sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to do it again sometime. So maybe have you and William on if you guys get some songs together or something. I don't know. Just throw it out there into the universe. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
We'll see if it boomerangs back. I don't know.
that's genius.
Yeah, boom. All right. Cool. Well, thank you so much, and you enjoy the rest of your evening, and keep on doing your thing. And I'll try to drop those the links to your Instagram and SoundCloud into the comments for people to check out. All right.
Thanks.
Peace. Have a good night. Later. Cool. Well, thank everybody so much. We'll be back next week. I don't know if I'm gonna be having guests next week or not. Still trying to figure that out, but I will be here doing some stuff. Might do some holiday themed things since it's getting into that time of year. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, peace out, y'all. I'll catch you next time.